Hi there, this is a Jag that I have for sale at this present moment in time. It's an XJ6 V6 Sport. I have it listed on Gumtree at the moment. I mean, I would like to keep the car, but I buy and sell Jags all the time, and I think this is just a lovely car. So I think it's something that would be appreciated by a real Jag owner. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a walk around the car, then we're going to go to a drive in it, and I'll give you a link to the Gumtree advert. I'll give you the price, and if you're genuinely interested in it, I would well, basically keep in contact. Message me on here if you want, or have a look on Gumtree. But as I said, it's a lovely car and it's been well looked after. I've got new tyres on it. It's had a lot of work. The air suspension's been fixed on it. That's a common problem on these cars, the air suspension. So it's basically on the near side bumper. You have to take. I've fixed all that. I've also had the aircon regassed on it, and I've had a new battery put on it 2 days ago. Absolutely, and it has a long MOT on it as well. So seriously, this is a lovely car for a person who likes a Jag. But we're going to take a look round it now. Okay. Well, here's the engine running. Now, the old XJ6s were straight 6 engines. This is a V6. This comes directly out of an S-type Jag, and it pushes out about 240 brake horsepower. Now, you just have to be prepared that some of the butts on the engine are plastic, so you have to keep an eye on them, but by and large they are basically bulletproof, these engines. I really can't fault them. They absolutely, it pulls like a train. And bear in mind, this car is alloy, remember, not steel. It's an alloy construction. So I'm going to show you the alloys, the actual wheels, not the bodywork. But there, look, no rust. Not a thing on this car. There is no rust on this car. It's been very well looked after. They're a lovely motor car, and they're lighter than my old... Well, put it this way, if I can describe it to you, because the old XJ308... Let's take a look at the back of this car. Lovely, isn't it? It's bigger than the XJ308, but lighter. And the XJ 3.2 V8 pushed out the same brake horsepower. This has a 6-speed gearbox. We'll have a look around here. Look, no rust, because it's alloy construction. We'll take another look around here. As you can see, the alloys are not curbed or damaged. It's in immaculate condition. Now let's take a look at the front. And as you noticed, it has the lattice grille at the top, which is common with an XJ Sport, but what isn't common is the bottom. Not the bottom, but the bottom of the car, where it's a lattice grille. The Mercedes, I'm afraid, is not for sale at the moment, so forget that one. So we'll take a look inside. Now, as you can see, the leather, no, it's not worn. It's in impeccable condition for a car of this age. So we'll step inside. And as I said, it's got dual climate control. Everything works on it. No issues with any of that. That's the dashboard you want. There's no fault lights on it. Absolutely clear. Other than the fact there ain't any petrol. But it's got a wooden steering wheel. Well, the wood refined steering wheel anyway, I should say. Cruise control and speaker control on the steering wheel. Yeah, it's basically everything you need in a prestige car. We'll have a look in the back quickly. Alright. Basically, I don't think anybody's ever sat in the back of this car. But we'll have a look round. As you can see, no wear and tear. You've got a nice big armrest. It has 2 places you can open it up. I don't know why, but I'm assuming I don't think something other. You also got the rear air vents, which is good. Yeah, as you can see, it's in very good condition. The headlining is starting to sag slightly, but that's just a common fault with these cars. There's nothing I could do about that. Okay, just a quick one. Before we go for a little look round comparison to the 308, as I said, this is a 350. It has 240 brake horsepower. The 0 to 60 time is about 7.8 seconds, which is quite quick, and it's brought to heel at about 140. So that's the performance of the car. 6-speed gearbox, everything works. As I said, this car is not really a review, it's because I'm here to sell it. And as I said, I will give you a link to Gumtree. Now, I'm going to call quits on the review, but we have a few more things to do. We need to have a little drive of it, don't we? Don't you think that's a good idea? I think it is. Right, let's take it for a drive, shall we? We're not going to go far, it's just a little quick ride to just show you how the car is. Just to give you some idea. Right, let's crack on. As you can see, it pulls really well, there's no issue with that. Gearbox is good and solid. As I pointed out, I've done quite a bit of work, but you already heard the rest of the review, so there's no point in me going over things over and over and over again. But I just want to give you some idea that it's just giving it a little bit of gas. I mean, out of the two Jags that I would have of the XJ350, I'd have the XJR or the XJ6, which is what we're actually in at the moment. Now, they did two V8 alternatives, which is the 3.6 and the 4.2, non-supercharged. But to be honest with you, the amount difference in performance between this and the 3.6 is negligible. So I wouldn't really bother, because the amount of performance you get extra isn't worth it. And the 4.2 litre, yes, it is better, but in the end of the day, you've got these horrible grills and the suspension is soft, and it doesn't really handle like the XJ Sport or the XJR. So, to be honest with you, there's only two of the 350s I'd have, the XJ Sport or the XJR. I've already explained the performances between the two, so you'll understand where I'm coming from. But as I said, there's a handle in here to take a really solid platform as a car. They're better than the 308, but as I said, I've been into that already today, just talking about. I just wanted to take you around for a little drive in it, so you know that there's no problems with this car. It's been really good. I said it's a reluctant sale, because I think it's an excellent car, but as I said, I can't keep owning cars. I do have to move them on, unfortunately. Much as I do love this car, can't really keep it. So I'm afraid it's just one of those casualties of war, as they say. But I'm looking for a good owner for this car, because I think it really deserves it. And there's not, you won't find a lot better in terms of these cars. I mean, bearing in mind this is a 53 plate car, and you can go around. I mean, it's as big as a Bentley, and it's got everything that a Bentley would have, and it actually works on here, as opposed to a Bentley where you just hope that things work. But what we're going to do is we're going to basically wrap this up now, and I hope that there will be some interest in this car, because I don't want to let it go to somebody who is basically a Jag man's car. So you need to be a Jag owner. Right, so we're going to park her up here. There we go. Right, so if anybody's interested, this car is currently up for sale for $2,800. It's on Gumtree. I'll do a link for you if you're interested. If you want to ask any questions about the car, I said the air suspension's been fixed. I've put a new compressor on it. Tyres are good, exhaust is good. There's no advisories. It has a long MOT. And brand new battery. I don't really know, and the aircon's been regassed. It works perfectly. There is not a thing that I could say negatively about this car. So if you're looking for a Jag, or you've never had one, then I think this would be the car for you. It's definitely one of the nicest cars I've ever had. It's got good performance. and it handles very well, but can't make you buy it. But if you're interested, give me a call, or message me on YouTube or on Gumtree. I'll be going also traders soon. That's it for the time being. If you want any answers to any questions, let me know. Alright, my kind regards and thank you.